Use the following data to create a frequency table and line plot. So a frequency table is where you look at this data. So data is pieces of numbers, or they can be words that are collected, and you're going to organize them. So this table has already started to organize us. So this tally is asking how many numbers are between 11 and 15. So what you do is you read through here, and every time there's a number that's 11 to 15, you make a mark such as this. So I do 11, 1, 14, another one, 12, 13, should have wrote smaller, 12. So on the fifth mark, you make a slash through the side. This is how you count in groups of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're counting in groups of 8. Or 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I didn't do that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So every time there's the fifth one, you always make a strike through across. So if I keep going, I have another 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 9. So I put the number right here, and then I write the tally right here. So if I do 16 to 20, 16 to 20, this one's 16 to 20, this is 16 to 20, and this. Oh, I see what I did. This should actually be 8. So that shouldn't be there. Okay, so then I'm going to have 3 tally marks, 1, 2, 3, and I write the number 3. There are no 21 to 25, so I don't put any tallies in the number 0. There are 3 26 to 30s. There are 3 31 to 35s. And there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 36 to 40s. So a line plot has a scale. So it's a number line with a scale. So to figure out a scale, you want to get the lowest number. The least number is 11, and the highest number is 40. So we need to fit numbers between 11 and 40 on our line plot. So 11 is not I want to start either by going by tens or 5, so I'm going to actually start at 10 and end at 40. A scale needs to go up equal amounts, or equal distances and amounts. So I can put a hash mark right here for 20 and right here for 30. So this distance is 10. It should be equal to this distance and this distance. So I'm going up by equal amount. Now what I do is actually I'm going to put a marker for 15 right here, a marker for 25, and a marker for 35. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these numbers and mark them as X's to where they are on the number line. So 30 would be right here. 32 would be right here. 11, 14, 40. This helps us see how much the numbers are spread out. 12, 33, 13, 19, 38, 12, another 12 I'm going to put on top of it, 28, 15, 39, 11, another 11, 37, 17, 27, 14, 36. So this kind of helps us see how the data is spread out. So you can see that there's more on the end points and there's not so much in the middle. So this is called a line plot. This is called a frequency table. And then down here, now we're going to read, this right here is called a histogram. Histograms look like bar graphs, and that there's bars, but there's no space in between the bars, and they're going up by an interval. These are intervals. It doesn't just read 41, it's 41 to 50, that's an interval. So we're going to look at, and I'm going to label how many for each one. So this would be 3 students because it's between 2 and 4. This one's 5 students. 0 students scored between 61 and 70. 12 students, 8 students, and 2 students. So the table below shows the distribution of scores of 30 students on a math test. Create a frequency table based on the data. So frequency, we need to have a number right here. So how many students scored 91 to 100? 2. So write 2. How many scored 81 to 90? 8. 71 to 80, 12. 0, 5, and 3. The scores on a history test were 70. These were all the scores. Complete the frequency table and construct a histogram. So we're going to make a histogram. You need to do this first before you make the histogram. So how many 40 to 49s? 1. Just 1. How many 50 to 59s? 1. That's it. How many 60 to 69s? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and the number 3. How many 70 to 79s? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and the number 3. How many 80 to 89s? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and the number 3. So we want to put titles on these, so the scores on a history test. So the scores on the history test are going to be going across here. The frequency always goes right here. So this represents number of students. The frequency always goes up and down. So I'm going to write number of students. And then over here I'm going to write score. So these are already broken up into intervals right here. So I'm going to write, and we need to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. So we need to fit 5 boxes going across here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we can make each box 3 units wide. So 40 to 49 is going to be right here. And then 50 to 59 right here. Remember, the boxes have to be touching. And then 60 to 69. And then 70 to 79. Then 80 to 89. So number of students. So the highest we go is 3. So actually we can go up by more than 1. So let's go. This is 1. The scale has to go up at even number 2 and 3. So the number of students that scored 40 to 49 were 1 student. 50 to 59 was 1 student. 60 to 69 was 3 students. 70 to 79 is 3 students. 80 to 89 is 3 students. And we're done.